Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hope you are all enjoying your Sunday. I hope you had a great week and enjoy yourself. Cause yes, if y'all came in my live, y'all know y'all ready to talk about the foolishness. And not only the foolishness, some of the great topics we will discuss and some of the shows we will discuss today. Y'all see the thumbnail, it's 4 shows in one live. Y'all know I do that. That's how I be. So it is what it is. We're gonna do College Hill, Married to Medicine, LAMDC, the reunion part 1 and the finale. And we're also going to talk about the new show called Rap-ish that Issa Rae. We're going to talk a little bit about that show as well. But hope you enjoy. I'm about to get in a minute. Please follow my social media accounts, YouTube, Mr. 14th. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell and click on all so you'll be notified of all my videos. When I post, y'all be ready. All right? And on my Instagram, Mr. Grown. Twitter _grown, and my Discord is the link is in my description box. Please click on that link because I do a watch-alongs, I do discussions and everything. So I'm very active on all these platforms. Now let's go. So what's going on, y'all? How you doing? What's up, CM? How you doing, boo? How your day going? Yeah. I know some people's on Auntie Momo's live right now watching P Valley. So after they finish, they will come over. But you know, I start with the show's update. So while we get to that, we get to the reviews. I'm gonna do College Hill first, then I'm gonna do Married to Medicine, then I'm gonna do Rap-ish, and then gonna end it with Love and Marriage DC. Hey JW. I'm well. I had a great week and I enjoyed myself. I had a great week. I'm gonna have a good week this week as well, because Thursday I'm gonna be off work because I'm gonna have a free day off, and I'm gonna be home Thursday, and we're gonna do I'll discuss that when we get to the point. And I have a good week. Let's go, JW. What's up? So, yeah, we're going to do College Hill first. We're going to do Married to Medicine. Then we're going to do Rap-ish. Then we're going to end with Love and Marriage DC. But first, I always start with shows update. Let's get to any updates and a little impromptu talk about some of the shows if I want to say anything about them. Oh, wait, let me do a little music. You know, got a little music for it. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4 is on break. It resumes in September. It resumes in September. So let's get a needed break until they come back. That's good. And you know, they're still going on social media every now and then. Whatever. We know recently we saw Martell went out with Sheree. She by lockup Sheree. I don't know what's going on with this lady, but she just called for it. So whatever, if they was dating or they just went out, whatever they're doing, that's what it is. Love and Marriage DC Season 1 on Saturdays. Oh yeah, we're gonna discuss about DC tonight. That reunion, child. Y'all just say, I'm glad that Winter put on Twitter that she ain't gonna come back to Season 2. I'm gonna put that tweet that she posted up so we can see what she said. But other than that, I'm glad, because how they came at this girl was unnecessary over nothing. And I'm glad she came with the fans. She's a friend of the show. And the fact that she was more favorable and likable on the show than the main cast, you can tell it was upset. More than think a girl who's supposed to be on that other show, supposed to be the star on this one, she was never the star. Not this one. So, we're going to get into it. Because, baby, I was disappointed then on the other show, and I'm disappointed with her now. And to be honest, I mean, I'm liking none of that. She's a pattern, and I see it. And I've been seeing it. But now, she on a different show in a different light, and trying to turn the show just like the other show, we're not having that. How much you were trying to get away from the other show to come back to create a new platform on own to make that dynamic just like the other show, we're not having that. You got away from that for a reason. Or was it? You want to create your own show, huh? All right, whatever. We're going to get into it. All right, the Wi-Fi signal's acting up. So I turn my camera off sometimes. It's because the Wi-Fi. All right, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 is on Bravo on Sundays. Next Sunday, we're going to talk about Atlanta Housewives. I know it's been a couple of weeks to discuss it, but I have been doing watch-alongs and I've been keeping up with the episodes. So, we'll get into it. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12 is on Bravo TV on Wednesday. Real Housewives of Dubai. And yes, at some point, I will do an update review of Beverly Hills. What I take on it. Lately, I just have this tonight. Dubai season 1 is on Bravo's on Wednesdays, and next Sunday we'll talk about Dubai. I was going to talk about Dubai this Sunday, but I decided to push it back next week. All right. Not Real Housewives of Catfish. What the hell am I about to say? MTV Catfish season 8 is on MTV Tuesdays. I don't know about Catfish. I'm still reviewing it, and I'm still getting my cornish, but baby, Catfish, y'all need to pick it up. Do something. If y'all resting on this freaking boring ass episodes y'all been giving us lately, y'all not gonna get the quality. It's like it's just gonna be what it is. My latest review was only 13 minutes, and that's why it has been our shortest Catfish review ever. Because that episode was boring. That's what happened. It was not needed. I ain't like it. Or that to turn out to be the girl, and y'all end up being together. And what kills me is that 2-month follow-up. When people reveal they in a relationship right now, they got a girlfriend or they got a boyfriend right now. You spend years trying to chase after this person until you got to the show to get there and you're in a relationship 2 months later. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that. I don't like that. Because you was okay to get that relationship so quickly after 2 months follow-up after being the show that you couldn't do that while you was trying to chase after this people who were trying to give you a runaround for years. Like, come on, listen to that bull crap. I don't like it. No, now y'all playing in our faces. So when the people on Catfish show come into my comment section saying this show is fake, like I didn't not knock it. I do believe that some they should perform this show is fabricated. But now y'all really playing it, y'all just really not hiding it. Y'all showing not really hiding it. If you go do it, go back to what it used to be. The crazy fanatic Catfish that was so wild and funny that we could laugh about that. If you're gonna make it that fake like it. Don't dumb it down, make the realness to make the realness fake. Come on now. That's what kills me. I was like, you spend all these years and then end up getting relationships so quickly. So why you couldn't do that when you was chasing this person? And all that, I only talk to one person. Bull crap. If y'all don't settle and make it official that y'all gonna be boyfriends and not this fake or we talking all the time, we became boyfriend. No. If you haven't solidified a relationship, you haven't seen each other, you haven't really met out, dating or something like that, y'all not in a relationship. Y'all playing fantasy land. And that's what it is. Fantasy. It's not a relationship. Talking on the phone all the time doesn't equate in a freaking relationship. These people 30s, 20s, years old playing this dumbass antics. Come on now. All right. Married to Medicine season 9 is on Sunday on Bravo's. We're going to talk about Married to Medicine today. Bell Collective season 2 premieres on Friday, July 29th. On OWN, I will review Bell Collective. It will be a weekly review. Mostly, it'll probably be pre-recorded reviews because I need to do more pre-recorded reviews. But the premiere episode will be live, so that will be talked about next Sunday. VH1, Caught in the Act, season 1 on Mondays. It's surprising this show has already got renewed for season 2, and the episode ain't even started yet. It's already started on Monday, but it already got renewed for season 2. I said, is it that good? Well, because it's kind of like Cheetahs in the girl version. Kind of like Cheetahs. So is it really that good for y'all getting renewed that quickly? Or whatever. Oh, really? Nice. I meant to do a watch along of it, maybe on Monday. According to see how it is, because I recorded it and I ain't even watched it yet. Ready to Love Miami season 6 premieres on July 29th on OWN. I said Ready to Love. I go do watch alongs of Ready to Love, but I'm not going to do reviews of Ready to Love, but it will be watch alongs of it. So Friday night when I come home, we watch that episode. Or probably Saturday night. So for you on whatever. Because usually they post on real quickly after the episode ends. Alright. Love and Hip Hop Miami and Atlanta premieres on August 8th on VH1 on Mondays. Yes, I'm not reviewing Love and Hip Hop. I'm tired of reviewing Love and Hip Hop. I'm done with the show. But I'll watch it and do a watch along and we'll discuss it. But other than that, that's all for it. And I will go for Love and Hip Hop Miami and Atlanta. It's not for me anymore. Family Fiance Season 3 premieres Saturday at August 6th on OWN. If y'all follow my channel, I didn't really do all the episodes last season of Family Fiance, but season 1 I did, and some episodes of season 2. So I'm trying to get back on doing Family Fiance again on my channel and reviewing it because I do enjoy it. If y'all don't know the show, it's basically a couple that in the past in a relationship that they want to take the next step, but their family hasn't been on board. So they spend 3 days at the house with a coach, Trace McMillan, and she guides them through the process, doing different activities, be there with the family, see what their issues are with the person, trying to see if they can resolve the issues or at least get some clarity. And then at the end of the 3-day process, they decided whether they choose family or they choose their fiance at the end of the day or whatever. Sometimes people choose their family. Sometimes people will choose their fiance. Sometimes people will just push back or say, you know what, I will still stay together, but we're not going to get married right away. And it's whether it depends, all that stuff. So we'll see. It's been good. I really have been enjoying the show because they give you different dynamics. Lesbian couples, gay couples, straight couples, and everything. And it's different, always viewpoints of things. All right, let's go. That show was actually pretty good. Are you talking about Family Fiance or Courtney? Because Family Fiance is really good. P-Valley Season 2 on Stars. Oh, yes, P-Valley, y'all. I'm going to mention that later. I am doing a P-Valley review tonight. Usually I would do it tomorrow on Mondays, but tomorrow it's been on the forecast. It says it's going to be thunderstorming. And I don't want to risk the chance doing a live tomorrow when the freaking internet will be acting up with the thunderstorm. So I decided to do a live review tonight. After the panel, usually around 10 o'clock p.m. If there's no panel, I might probably push it up to probably 8:30. 8:30, 9 o'clock. But if it is a panel, I will do around 10 o'clock. So if y'all up, y'all come join me in my P-Valley review tonight. It's not tomorrow, it's tonight, y'all. Drag Race Season, Family Fiance, yes, it's a really good show. I love it. RuPaul Drag Race, All-Star Season 7, Winner's Circle, Paramount. We have been doing watch-alongs of that, and it's up to the finale soon. So I think this Friday's the finale. The Black Hamptons BET Plus premieres on August 25th. It's based on a Carl Weathers book called The Black Hamptons. Right? So when that come out, we'll see how it is, if I will review it, if it's really good. College Hill Celebrity Editions on BET Plus. Yes, we're going to talk about the College Hill today. Real Side Chick of Charlotte Season 2 premieres to be determined. The lady said it's ended this month, but we still haven't gotten any updates yet. So when we get an update, I will review it because I reviewed the last season. It was funny. It's one of those shows that you can't take seriously. You just gotta laugh and have a good time with it. That's what it is. All the Queen's Men Season 2 on BET Plus Thursdays, and you haven't been watching along to that. And Rap-ish premieres July 21st. Oh, but I gotta take that off. It premiered already. Thursdays on HBO Max. New show by Issa Rae. If y'all watch Insecure by Issa Rae, then she's the person that wrote this show or will produce the show. Let's go Rap-ish. We're gonna talk about a little bit of that today. Just a little bit of it. It's not gonna be a full-blown review. I like feature lineup. Things might change, but my casual review will be up on Wednesday. Thursday night, I will be home on Thursday. So what it is, around 9:30-ish, 9 or 9:30-ish, we're going to watch Homecoming, Beyonce Homecoming on my movie night. And then following at 12 o'clock, supposedly her album will be out, and we're going to do an album listening party on Discord. So we're going to listen to the music and talk about it, see how we feel. And I will do an album review of the album on my pre-recorded. I will do an album review, and it will be uploaded probably this weekend, whatever, of it. So Thursday night will be movie night. Thursdays on Discord is always movie night. So we decided to do that, watch Homecoming, then at 12 o'clock, it leads into 12 o'clock when we do album listening party. So I'm excited. It's so fun. And then on next Sunday, there's going to be LAMDC, Dubai, Bell Collective, Real House of Atlanta. I will open up next Sunday for other people who want to come in and speak their piece. So I know somebody asked me on social media when I'm going to do that. I said I have been doing that for a while, but people barely be coming in and trying to give their piece. So I'm going to open up again. If you want to come in and share your opinions with some of these shows, next Sunday is your chance to do it, okay? And next Sunday also will be another P-Rally review, because the following Sunday, Monday, August 1st, I will be at my mother's house. So I don't do lives over there. All right, that's it. Let's get to the college shows. So any other shows that's coming out, y'all let me know. All right, go here. All right, let's get to college show, y'all. College show, to be honest, college show is not that bad. I thought it was going to be whack. I thought I was not going to like it. And it's really okay. It's not too much drama filled. It shows these people in the different lights. It's not too contrived, but I enjoy it. But some people do get my nerves. I ain't going to fund them. We will get into that. But overall, I'm end up enjoying it. Even though I still like the essence of college show. So hopefully don't keep doing all these celebrity editions. No. If you go revamp College Shield, go back where the vision was College Shield for. Regular HBCU students who's in the house following their lives. That's what I want to see. We already see these people. They're already established. Give us people who can make it. So let's make this be the only celebrity edition and sprinkle it every now and then. But don't try to make this a norm. Please go back to the regular students that we want to see. Sure. Yes. Yes. So that review will be tonight, y'all. So I will do it. So it's 2 lives today, right now, and the P-Valley live later on. But let me do this. Let's get into it. All right, yeah, College Hill. So, we ended episode 3. So I think I'm trying to do that every 3 episodes. I like the College Hill, but I'm not sure. I want to see if I update too many. All right. An update to it. Yes, it's too many though, right? So that's why I said I want to do like every 3 episodes instead of doing weekly episodes like some people are doing. So this is the next 3 episodes all bunched up in one, all right? And Ray J has been depressed about his grades. But I say, Ray J, this is on you. It's on you. It's nobody's fault but you. Because granted, yes, Death of the Family is something else. But to correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't really seen him or hear him talk about his great aunt like that. So all of a sudden, his great aunt died, and then not making fun of it, but yes, rest in peace. The family is in turmoil and mourning. But to use that as a clutch to think that these professors should give you a break because you had a deaf family, and how dare they give you low scores because of that, instead of you communicating with them, letting them know that this is something going on with you, and they had to hear from the castmates, your fellow castmates had to tell these professors, instead of you coming to them and talking to them and thinking that they should give you grace because your family, so part of your family died. Everybody got issues. Everybody's family have a passive family member, whether in college, when they work, whatever. I told you my story last college show review that at freshman year in my college, starting in college, before right around finals, I got a call that my grandma passed away. So I left for a couple of days to go down, funeral, the wait, and all that stuff like that, and everything. I still had came back to finish the rest of my finals, but I missed one class. But it was a final. They did the final. I choreographed the dance and everything. He still gave me an A because he knew I choreographed, but I wasn't there physically. And I'm glad that he did that because he was going to give me a book report to do. But he said, you know what? Never mind. You did your part, and I'm giving you a grade based on what your part you did. And I was grateful. But the other classes, I still came back for that. But still, I still had to communicate with my advisor and everything, let them know I was gone for a couple of days. So it may affect me studying and trying to get good grades. Good thing I did get good grades, but still, you still got to communicate. For him to think that because he's Ray J and he like Stephen family, he's going to divorce and everything, they can't read your mind. Things go on. Life goes on. It doesn't stop because somebody that's in your family, you Ray J. It doesn't stop. So for the fact that you think that things should be like peaches cream, that they should understand, and you depressed, it's on you. It is on you. And the work you put on, because they're just not giving you a grade just based on the project. They give you a grade based on class participation, based on homework assignments, everything. We might not see everything they've been doing for the classes, but they're getting these grades not just off what we've seen on TV. They're getting these grades off of every other thing. And we just only see bits and pieces of what it is. So if you're getting a C or a D in a class, it's because that's what you're putting in. Do better and you will get better. But not showing up, not talking to professors, is not going to help you get a better grade. So we're going to talk more about Ray J later on. Dream Doll, another person who was aggravating me too. The Dream Doll was up here, was upset. And remember I talked about how she was so upset because she got a 10 out of 15 incomplete assignment. And the professor told her, if you complete the rest of these questions, I will change your grade and give you a better grade, whatever. She got upset because she said, I didn't want to touch the paper because I have that's the pig and touch the paper with nothing. I said, you could take the gloves off, wash your hands, use a pen, and correct the rest of the grade. She didn't give you a incomplete and just say not to return back in. She just gave you a time to complete the rest of the assignment. But you wasn't being your feelings, being like a diva you are, going off because science is the best subject, and I don't know why she would give me incomplete. You didn't finish the questions. That's why. So finish the question and she would change your grade. So she was going off, and she came back. She came to her senses because I would say, girl, you was doing the most. You was doing the utmost most for no apparent reason over an incomplete. She didn't fail you. She just said complete the rest of the questions. Like, gosh, complete the questions. All that complaining you was doing, you could have just had the questions like, oh yeah, let me complete this now and give it to her. After a while, she calmed down. She came back. They had to do a final, was dissecting the pig and placing the different respiratory and circulatory systems of the pig and fill out the diagram and all that stuff. So that's what they did. And most of them did a good job. Big Frida, she was mostly dissecting while Nina was filling out the paperwork, the questions. And when it came to the brain, Big Frida started getting emotional. She started crying. And I said, oh, she fell for the pig. I mean, the pig, they freaking dilute the pig so they're not alive. But she fell for it, which I said, understand. There are lovers out there. So she just fell for it. But they still get a good grade. They still got a good grade. But you can tell Big Frida is like the nurturing person in the house because she's like the mother there. It's like she speaks to the classmates, she cooks for the classmates. Sometimes, like Lamar Odom, he's a nasty freak. He's a nasty person. I don't know how they can stay in the house with him, but he is nasty roommate. And the fact that he has freaking bedroom all dirty and everything all over the place. Yes. And over the place, the fact that Big Frida say, no, I can't take it. I'm going to clean his room. I said, Lamar, you got a good one because everybody would have said F you. But the fact that living in a house and you need to have a house, especially when you're a clean person, like I'm not a neat freak, but I like to keep my place clean. Because nobody can come in my house and say I'm dirty. No, that's not happening. My toilet bowl always get clean, whatever stuff, everything get clean, vacuum all stuff like that. But you cannot have place all over the place and people come in your place and thinking that it's so cute because people will judge you based on how you live. So Lamar, you nasty freak doing all this stuff, throwing the things all over the place, food all over the thing in the room, and you sharing the room with someone else. And Ray J can't deal with that because sometimes he's sleeping on the couch because he can't deal with the mess that you put in your room. And Big Frida had to come and clean up your room. I was like, Big Frida, you was a good one. Yeah. All right, so India Love, she show a lot of self-doubt. India Love always hard on herself. She always doubt herself and everything. And it's like crazy to me that, don't get me wrong, yes, you can present yourself to the world. You can show your body. You can show your thing. You can be a social media influencer because I think that's what she does. She does pictures. She does a model, everything. She can show all that and still be insecure in the side. But I was like, but to put yourself out there to be ridiculed by masses of people who may or may not know you, it takes a really strong-willed person to deal with that. So you could do that on a constant basis on social media, and then when you get in a college setting in a school and we had applied yourself, now you have all these self-doubts. Doesn't mean that it couldn't happen, but it's just like it's weird to me that that's like the part of it, because now it makes it seem like you always your stardom and your success was based on your looks, and you have to apply yourself. Now you're applying yourself to something you say you really want to do. Now it's a lot of turmoil with something that you had to go through it. So yes, constantly get therapy, constantly get the session that you have. Keep talking to a counselor to get out of that, because you are your biggest worst enemy. Anyone's biggest worst enemy is themselves. So when you have that constant self doubt, no matter what you put out, you never gonna feel good enough. You never gonna feel great. You never gonna feel valued. You never gonna feel like you accomplished something. Even though you may be accomplishing something, but you're not really accomplishing things at your own satisfaction. So you may have the money, you may have the glitz, you may have the glam, but is it worth it when you don't have the confidence to back it up? So that's what India had to work on herself to continue on that path. And stuff will be challenging. But I just found that the contracts are so weird that she could put herself out there like that. But she has so much self-doubt. But so biology grades came in, and Nita had an A plus, Frida got an A plus, Lamar got a C plus, India got an A plus, Dream A plus, Sim got an incomplete because he had to go somewhere. So he couldn't finish the assignment. So those of you who never been to college, everything incomplete means that you didn't do necessarily much work to get averaged into the class. So the incomplete does not factor into your GPA, but that means you haven't really completed the course. And that stays in your record until that incomplete turns to letter grade, and then the letter grade factor your average. So sometimes you can't ask for incomplete. You have to talk to the professor and see what's going on, why you can complete the assignment. And the professor's up to them to see, listen, we have an agreement. I will give you incomplete for the class. But to this certain point, you have up to like 30 days or like, not 30 days, like let's say for realistically 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to complete this assignment. Complete this assignment, turn it in, and then I change this incomplete to a grade. That's what it was. So if Slim work on that, he could probably get that incomplete off his record. And that's what it was. And then Ray J got a C in biology. I said, Ray J, you lucky you get freaking letter grades, because if it was me, you would got an incomplete. Or you probably get a failing grade. Shoot, not showing up in class, and you think you should get some words? No. African American studies. Y'all know they do African American studies throughout the whole show, and top of other classes. So that's like the core study they all studying about. And then they have other courses for a week on top of that. So African American Studies was only midterm grades. This is midterm grades. That means it's not final. This is halfway point. So this was you at this. This was your point at this point, this stance, and then the final it could change. Now, if you stay consistent with this letter grade, you're gonna get that letter grade in the final. But yes, I love you. I missed the show. I watch your favorite. Yes. If your midterm grade is a C and you only keep doing C average work, you're gonna get the C as a final. But if your midterm grade is a C and you improve on your grades later on, your grade could further up increases to the point that you want to get, to the grade that you want. So this is on the midpoint. This is on the midterms. You see where you at, where you stand, right? So Nene got a B minus, Frida got a B plus, Mom got a C minus, India got a B plus, Dream got a B, Slim got a B, and Ray J got a D. Now Ray J was pissed that he got a D. He got a C in biology and the midterm grade is a D. Now he want to quit. He want to go home. He don't know he could be here and all that stuff like that. He got so much going on, and I don't know why they don't understand and all that stuff. And that pity. And everybody trying to comfort him, trying to, yes, they got to put the work in. You can't just like college. Just let me tell you, I went to college. Like I know some people say college is so hard, so difficult, like hard. To be honest, let me be real for y'all. To be honest, college not that hard. It's really not. The only hard part about that is that you have to do the work yourself. Nobody's there to force your hand, and nobody here to baby you. It's not like somebody got to wake you up. The professor's not going to hunt you down and say the assignment's due this day. You have to do the work, and you have to they give you a syllabus at the beginning of the semester with all the work the assignments is due. Mark the calendar what assignments is due. Work on your time, and you don't have class every day. That's another easy part about it, because most of your time on college is mainly filled up with free time. So yes, college was way easier for me in college than high school. High school was hard because you had classes every day. You had multiple classes to you had to focus on, and you had a little bit amount of time to study to get all these classes done, all that stuff. On top of it, you had all crazy. But college, you have more freedom. So you might pick classes like Monday. You might have class twice a week. And the classes by 2 hours each, 1 hour and a half, Monday and Wednesday. So you have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to study for the class. Because they tell you every hour of class, you study outside of class for 2 hours. That's the rule of thumb, 2-on-1. But every hour, you study 2 hours of that subject. So you have all that day to study for that day to do assignments. And your assignment's not every day. It's not all the time. And you know when your assignments is due. So people's not going to be on top of you in college. That's the only hard part about that. And then if you acted like me, I just wasn't just going to classes. I was active through the club organizations. I was treasurer, secretary of CSA, Caribbean Student Association, treasurer. I was dance captain. I would do a lot of things. I became an arts resident assistant. So I was working while I was going to school, career assistant orientation. I would do a lot of things. So when you're active, that 4 years go by quickly. And then you stay on top of your work. It's easy. It's easy, y'all. It's not really that hard. It's only hard. And then it make it easy so when you're in the subject that you really want to learn. That makes it easier because now you are in the subject. You're learning your subject. You're learning your topic. It's hard when you don't have a subject you want to learn. So you just take random classes. But usually people go into school they know what they want to study. So they take courses on that field and it gets the interest better and they can retain the information better because that's what they go to school for. And then when you have a support system and you have fun, it makes it easier. So to make it seem like that is so damn hard, no. You may get hard work. You may have hard subjects. There could be one. It may be some hard courses. That's like, oh my gosh. It just feel like it's just the only class you have, but you have other classes. But at the same time, you just gotta put in the work to working on it. And sometimes you get free tutoring sessions too. You don't have to pay for it. Yeah. You better use the sources. I'll tell you that. You better use the resources, y'all. Yeah. You better use them. So the fact that he was not putting on the work, that's on him. Nobody to blame. It's on you. You are responsible for your education. When you listen, if you pay that much money for your education, you better put the effort to get that education. Waste all that money for what? I mean, granted, I don't think nobody's pay for the education. I guess the show pay for it. Whatever. It's a program. But still, you pay a lot of money. So you better get your education going on. So now he want to quit. He want to leave. Well, bye, Ray Jason. Nobody's thinking, oh, being feel sorry for you. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. You wasting everybody's time. They could have other celebrities on the show that we really want to get a degree, get that certificate at the end of the day. But you wasting everybody's time. You want to have all the drama or stuff. Yes, you make TV, but gosh, nobody want to see this in this light. All these people got busier lives and they making it work, but you want to have all time. And yes, I'm not knocking that the death is hard, but boy, come on now, communicate, talk. Yeah, violation for real. Shoot. So they had intro to law, and that was another class because they finished the biology class. They got the grades, the finals on that. Now they have another class called intro to law, and they had to do a mock case of a state versus guy, where the case was the police officer shot an innocent or shot a black kid walking down the street, and some people had to play the prosecutor side, some people had to defend the side, and everything. They had to sign roles. But baby, that professor, she was no playing. She said, so one of the students in the class was saying that, listen, when she walks in, you got to stand up because she's an actual judge who is teaching this class. So you got to stand up, you got to present yourself, whatever, all that stuff. She tell you, when she tell you to sit down, you got to sit down because this is basically a courtroom. And they said that the class was like a courtroom. And that thing, I know some. I think one of them said, "Well, I never knew they shut classrooms up like this." I said, "Yes." Just like when you're in biology class, you have a lab. They have classrooms set up the way they want the class to set up to make it an environment that you go performing in. So if you do an intro to law, why not have the classroom set up? Hey, they were like, "Bro, what's up?" Set up as a courtroom case, a courtroom. Set up as that. Especially if your final is going to be in a case setting and you have to practice it, why not set the room up as that? So you get the mentality, the mindset, especially people who go to law school, this is your future, that this is you're practicing for. So it was great to have that room set up. And when you go to college, you have different rooms set up different ways. It's not always a table, a chair, line them with different rows. No, they got conference chairs set up, different things. They set up different rooms differently, depends on the subject. Right? Sometimes you might have class in the gym. It's not in a classroom setting. You might have a class. My African dance class was in the gym. I mean, most of it. It's not a studio, not a stage, but it was inside the gym. So, but that professor was no joke. And I said, she said, "Oh, Chad, this professor is dramatic." I said, "Yes." Listen, those people who went to college, that would hate a monotonic professor. Especially with a subject where you're not interested in. Listen, I had a class. It was a biology class, right? And we had a TA, we had a teacher assistant in the class. Were you that boring as a professor remaining in the class and your TA is sleeping in the class? Then you know you fucking boring. So you want a teacher to be dramatic, to be animated with subject, because that makes you be attentive to the subject matter and want to learn more. When a professor is eager and is enthusiastic with the subject. We have a teacher who knows themselves but is very monotonic and very dry. Now how the hell you gonna learn the shit? Are you gonna be like, I swear, if I could take a video of that biology class I had took, that teacher was so dry and everybody was like, the TA was front and center like this. Don't tell me I walk. Do not tell me I walk, y'all. Y'all know you had the experience. Share. You know what a freaking so those teachers that was animated, and dramatic on the subject is they are enthused about the subject. They want you to get enthused, whether you don't care about the subject at all or not. When a teacher is animated, you are learning and you are attentive to what they teach you. Better compared to a teacher who's monotonic and you can't understand. You just like whatever. So if the subject is really not that interesting and it's hard, the professor have to make it interesting for you to even want to learn. Otherwise, you just gonna say, oh, whatever, out the window, and that's it. So the teacher was very animated, dramatic, but of course they will learn something. And she was not playing. She said, no, nah, stand up. Just what it is. It's like that. That's how I say I looked up and didn't have those. My professor was like, we're going to teach you the skills to make money. That's how I say it. I like the professors who really going to want you to make a learn. Not those professors like, okay, boring, like whatever, I got to teach a class, whatever it is. They're going to learn, they got to get in the grade, go back, that's it, get the grade, bye, get out of my face. But they're professors who really care about you, the students, they're going to make that interesting. It could be a boring subject. They're going to make it interesting. So, and I like professors that make they ties in what you're learning to real life situations. That's how also another way you can learn things. Right? Oh yeah, Big Freedom mentioned how childhood was crazy, how it was too much, how her stepdad didn't really accepted her after a while until her mom passed. When her mom passed, that's her stepdad accepted her and everything. It was very tough. Dream Dawn mentioned how her upbringing with her family. Her father been in prison for throughout her life, so she never really had a father figure. You know, it's some things. That's why I said I like when they open up things about that their lives, and they also go to school, everything. So it's not too much of that fighting. It's mostly camaraderie with the class. They have genuine build friendships with each other, understand each other, and want to help them through this unique experience. That's why I enjoyed this show because it was like, okay, I thought I was going to not like it, but it's good. Even Nene, you know how Nene is. Nene is very mellow. She ain't that drama filled in the show. She do her classwork. She have her little antics, but she's not creating no drama. Until she had to leave Ray J off when he want to go and snitch to tell the professor about them using some help, even though they was doing the work themselves. So she had to get him together. That's the only part. That's the Nene, you know. But other than that, she's doing her thing. So it's like, what is it? Dream Dawn mentioned that she just want to be a mom. She don't care about being in a relationship. She don't care about having a man. She just want to be a mom. So I said, girl, it's not that hard to get knocked up. You want to be a mom if you want to be a mom, girl. Chad, you the college setting. You make it though, you're a young and dangin', so you want a baby, child. Shoot. It's not hard to get knocked up, but I know. I just being fun, y'all. But child, she a TSU. You know some hot little thing know who y'all are. Child, you can get knocked up. You want to get knocked up, girl. You want a baby. But yeah, she just basically said she just want a baby, and she don't really care about the titles, the relationship, all that stuff like that. It's because it's too much. Let me tell you all this stuff. Just give me a baby, and I'm fine. And she's very serious about that. She want her baby. I think you get that. No problem. So they went to the Cowboys ranch, and Ray J was losing it. He was losing it. And also, Nene mentioned that how she didn't know there were black cowboys. Now, I would say, listen, people who not really versed in the history, probably not that, because they don't teach you that. But people who really know history know that cowboy and country didn't originate from black people. It's not a white thing. Most people originate from us, but you know they always want to take it away from us, thinking like they created and invented the stuff. No, first cowboys were black. History and everything. So, I mean, I said, Nene, you should have kept that to yourself if you didn't know it. They said, just act like you do it. But listen, they don't teach you that, so you really have to. If you're not really on it, you probably won't know. Probably will just go up what they teach you in the sales country and invite you now. Country originated from us. Cowboys was black people first, and then that's what they saw. So it is what it is. So that's why I was like saying when black people do country music, I said, why are y'all upset they didn't try and do country music? Because at the end of the day, we originate the origin of the music. Like, why the hell y'all so upset? They didn't want to be country music. They did country music. You know the white thing, child. We invented it. No, yeah, it's a little bit. All right. So that's why I said I was upset with Dream Dog. Remember, I told you Dream Dog had a B in academic studies for a midterm. You can still get an A, girl. So she decided not to go to class that day. She faked sick because she was so upset why she got a B. I said, girl, you got a B. It's not like Ray J who got to fake a D. Girl, you got a B. And it's halfway point. You can still get your A. Whatever. So she didn't go in. So the classmates had to tell the professor. I said, why are y'all going to school and not knowing the rules and protocols? You have to go to the professor and talk to them about things. Why do I have to relate to things? Yes, Dominique, yes, definitely is. It's a different look. She's very mellow. She's not really all that on that like she was on Housewives of Atlanta. I think because it's this cast as a whole, they all want to learn, they all want to get an education, they all supporting each other. So it's not really much drama. The only dramas come from with themselves, not with each other. And that's what I like about it so far. And so she's faking sick and everything. So she said, I gotta talk to the professor. I gotta talk to the professor and everything because they find on the African American Studies is having original poetry about your life. Now, I'm over here looking at this episode and I'm like, say, why y'all all feel like that lady's asking y'all to go deep and cry about your poetry? She just said it had to be original statement about your life. It don't have to be sad. So I don't know why they all, if y'all, I hope I was not the only one. I would say if y'all watch the episode, don't y'all think the same thing too? I was saying, why y'all all thinking that she asked y'all to pull your whole soul out like you was freaking R&B singer? They gotta be Mary J. Blige. She asked that. She said like original poetry about your life. It had to be original, meaning your own. So why y'all all took the route of, oh my gosh, I gotta think about that and stuff. I can't talk about myself and it's like that. Yes, right, Dominique. I can't talk about that because it is touching the point that I didn't want to talk about. Because Dream Dog was talking about your younger self and how hard it was. Yes, if you want to tap into the hardship of your life, you're fine. But y'all could have tapped into the fun parts too. It's still about your life and it's still affecting you. So I was like, why y'all took that route that you had to be deep? And it had to be about sadness. No. So that's what it was. It's poetry. It's about to speak about your life. Hey, Renee Boo. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. Also, yeah, hit the thumbs up if y'all enjoy it. Yeah, we'll get to, what's the next one? What's the next topic? Almost finished with college show, y'all. We'll get to Married Minutes in a minute. But, about that. So they had to do that for the final. I said, that's good. It's the original piece. It don't have to rhyme. Poetry, sometimes people think that poetry you have to rhyme. No. Poetry is about different pieces put together and make a body of your work. So they had she had a student in the class share his piece and he did a good job. Very animated, spoken word kind of type thing, all that stuff. So now everybody's nervous because they say, oh my gosh, we gotta talk about it, right? At this time, Major decided to go home. He said he had to go home. He had to do with his family, ever stuff like that. Push pause on that. Remember she said Ray J had to go home. He had to push pause. He got to go to the family, everything. He needs his time. He packed a lot of his bags to go home and do all this stuff. I said, okay, whatever. So, what I was saying? So Dream Dawn went to class, right? She went to talk to the professor, and she coming in with a performance. And the professor was sitting here looking like this lady said, she said, I don't know, because I want to know why I got to be in your class. And then I said, first of all, it's a midterm. You don't have a final grade as a B. It's your midterm is a B, okay? She said, I don't know why I got to be in the class. So I was like, I don't know. You're looking at B. She said, I'm going to go home. I feel like I might just give up and everything. She got to be, I don't know why I deserved it. What was my grade is? And she said, the grade is based on what she presented so far. And it's that. And then she started putting on a tear. She said, professor was like, You think a B is an F? What you think a B is? She said, this is about nobody got a B in it. I was saying, girl. She said you could still get the A. You have a final exam. You have some other time. It's like complete that, you get your A. It's not like it's the end of the world. So the professor said, you can cry all you want. But your grade is not changing. And that professor was looking at the girl like, okay, you put up performance, but that grade is not getting changed. I was laughing because I said, girl, you put a performance of a lifetime. You really trying to get that lady to change your damn grade, your midterm grade for something else. Because you don't think you should get a B in the freaking midterm. I said, girl, it requires a cap. Not everybody most going to get an A through midterm grade. They mostly work up to that grade. So it's like, unless you really, 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 really do it so well, y'all. I was like, good. The professor said, it still stands. You get this grade, and you get an A, completing the rest of the assignments. And she got it real quick. She stuck up the test, and she got a quick assignment. And I was like, go ahead, professor. Because that professor looking at this girl. She said, girl, you can file all you want, but your grade's not changing, girl. It's not changing. And I was sitting here laughing at Dream Door. I said, girl, you thought you was going to do something with that. All right, so they poetry night. I think India and Dream Door asked Slim about why he's so good. Like, you don't let things get to you. And I like what Slim's answer is, because like Slim said, he too blessed to be stressed at the end of the day. And I feel the same way at some point. Because when everybody asks me how I feel, I tell them I'm at peace. I'm good. I'm at peace. Yes, I might have a little stress in there. Things might happen. But to the point that would it deter me for the greater good, or deter me for something I wouldn't want to do? That's what I'm saying. And yeah, she acted like it was so freaking bad. And the professor said, okay, girl, yeah, you got the B. Suck it up. You can still get your A. Complete the rest of the assignments. Get your A in the finals. Like, girl, you're not going to get the A. But if you slack off and not go to class, you can still get that B in the final if you don't suck it up. Well, so he said he don't let things bother him. And I said, I don't let things bother me too either. I mean, think about things, but I would never let it bother me to the point that I said, oh my gosh. I might have my little moments. But at the end of the day, most of the time, I am stress-free and I'm living my life. And that's what it is. And I was happy. I was just happy. So, that open mic night. And Jarvin and them did a good job. They did a good job. India said note to self. Needy did a thing called cancer. Because she said F cancer. You know, she was hard on that. Also, Big Slim said nothing to go and stop me. Rick Frieda said from New Orleans to freedom. Lamar said worlds can explain, because he was talking about montage with Kobe, because he said Kobe was just like was a mentor or something. And you know, when he died, you know, part of him died, you know. That's what he said. Dream said no to her younger self. And Ray J said he did a state versus father. State versus father. He said his piece. Yep. I thought Slim was the one acting and Dream, but no, I like it. Yeah, Slim has been really good. Slim has been really cool. He's been cool and mellow and charming and thing. Nice looking, and he's very cool. Trying to work hard to get his good grades, and that's what he's doing. And that's that. So meanwhile, they saw Ray supposed to be home, right? They saw a freaking social media pitch, a sharing room or something with him at the freaking whatever place he was at with Orange Man, and invited freaking Kodak Black there. I said, oh, you must be home mourning with your family. How the hell you went Orange Man and with Kodak Black over there? What the hell you doing? So, oh, you really went home? What the hell? Like, how they caught you? If you was gonna go home and skip out of school for doing some stuff, don't have no media footage, no cameras, no photos, none of that stuff to out you to the professor to let you know that you playing them. I was like, Rachel, you must be your dumb out of your mind to have anyone video you at some conference with Orange Man. If y'all know who Orange Man is, I don't say his name. If y'all know my political stance or whatever, I did any commentary on politics, y'all know who Orange Man is. So, all that. So that was College Hill. But next week, right, they found out that Ray J piece that he did was not his piece. And it's supposed to be an original piece, meaning your own work. Plagiarizing and using someone else's work is not going to fly in college. I'm telling you that now. If anybody who went to college or plan to go to college, if you think you're going to plagiarize somebody's work and pass it on your own, you got another thing coming. Because with plagiarism, usually sometimes it goes through disciplinary board, and most likely you probably could get expelled immediately from college. Not getting your money back, you're not collecting $200, you're not getting your financial aid back, none of that. You could get expelled from college immediately for plagiarizing. That's why all professors put in their syllabus about plagiarism. Every last one of them will put something about plagiarism in their syllabus. Don't do it. The rule of thumb is, if you go to school, when in doubt, cite. You should rather oversight than undercite somebody's work that's not your own. Because the minute they find out your work is plagiarism, or you copy someone's work as your own, and the fact that he was driving and he said some piece, thought that was his own, like he made it up, like he wrote it out himself, and all that stuff. Everybody was saying, oh my gosh. Come to find out it was somebody else's work. And you gonna do that for the African American Studies class? You know the professor ain't playing that. To think you gonna use that? Boy, oh boy. If they expel Ray J, I don't blame them. Bye, Ray J. Bye. Because what we're not gonna do here is act like because you're going through so much turmoil that you don't even know the rules and regulations of school. We're not doing that. You should never play somebody's work. If you couldn't have it, you could have told the professor, like you don't do anyway. Instead, you could have completed the work right now. Can I make it up? Instead, but you want to use someone's work. Boy, bye. If you get expelled, because you can get expelled, y'all. That's a serious thing. If you do any book reports, any paper, anything for college, and you got to cite resources, cite the resources. Cite it. When in doubt, cite. They could tell you about why they revising your work. You don't need to cite this. It is what it is. All that stuff. Let them tell you that. Or go to a tool to help you write the work. Help you prepare your paper. And when it's saying that. Boy, don't plagiarize. That's a big no-no in academia in college. That's a big no. You couldn't get expelled. You can't. You get expelled, you can probably get an automatic failure in the classroom. No, class. You can probably get automatic failure. If they don't expel you, you might get an automatic failure. All right, Ray J. You are dancing with your freaking, you dancing. All right. You dance with your future. You dance with your school. And that was stupid of you to ever try to do plagiarism. Like, really? Oh, that's upsetting me. All right, let's do Married to Medicine, y'all. Let's do more for that. Any last thoughts on College Hill? We will resume College Hill after the next couple episodes. So after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, after episode 9. I don't know how many episodes will be this season, but next 3 episodes we will do on College Hill. Hey, Auntie Mama, what's up, boo? All right, let's go. Ooh, I took that long for College Hill. Why you ain't stop me, y'all? All right, Married to Medicine, y'all. So how y'all enjoy it? Y'all start watching it already? We got a couple points to report out. I ain't trying to make Married to Medicine too long, but we got a couple of things. All right, this promo picture was everything. I love it. And just like Atlanta Housewives, they had to put their own money for this. They did the same thing for Married to Medicine. I guess they put up their own money to do this photo shoot, and that's popping. Love it. All that stuff is nice. They always are good. It's all the main cast members. That's it. Yeah, that's all the main cast members. Quad is back to full-time castmate because last season she was a friend of the show. She's full-time castmate now. So we still got Dr. Simone, Dr. Contessa, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, Toya, Anila, and Quad. All right, all of them is back. We still speaking of Kari. Kari's still in the scenes. She's a friend of the show, and we have a friend of the show. I think it was Heavenly's friend. I think it's Heavenly's friend. She brought her as Audra. This was Heavenly's friend, y'all. Y'all coming on? Y'all watch this episode. I think it was Heavenly's friend. Audra, Aubra, whatever her name is. Audra. I'll get her name when she actually starts speaking or something. Give her scenes. But she's a friend of the show through Heavenly. And she's I think doctor herself. And she's married to a doctor herself. So I said, okay. Quan nephews. Adorable. And I did cry to seeing that he missed his father and he broke down. I was like, oh my gosh. Nephew, Mason, don't do this to me. Do not do this to me, Mason. And he stayed with Quad and her mom stayed with her too. So, I mean, hey, you got a big house. Have people in there. I'm not going to have all of this. And don't have no people in there. I got to pay these bills. You got to help me out. Sorry. But yeah, she has a nephew because she decided to take a left for him when his father died. And everything. And that's that. So now she was like, basically kind of like, where's my life? Like, I've come like, I know I have little kids, and now I took this responsibility. I got to take him to school, make sure his work is done, all that stuff. I know she loves her nephew. It was great. I love to see that. That's that. That's so far she's bringing it to the soul at this moment. It's her taking care of her nephew and her new life that is kind of rearranged now that she has a kid in the house, right? Toya, once again, moved. Y'all, it's like every time we watch this show, Toya always moving somewhere. And I know Eugene might be getting tired. I know that guy is tired. Working and working and working. I know he loves his wife. And I'm saying he doesn't. I know he loves. I know in the preview of the season saying he said he can't take anymore. So I don't know how this gonna happen, how they'll play out in their relationship. But I know this guy's tired. Always moving. And I was like, y'all built a house from the ground up. And they end up selling the house within a year. Like, what? What's that? To get a rental house right now, and then you try to build another house for next season. I was like, I would say, listen, I'm not telling Toya to fight herself because that's the arrangement she had with her husband to stay in the house, take care of the kids, and all that stuff like that. And obviously doing something right. She may not be too dumb. But at the same time, I know this Bravo checks is helping her out. But gosh, every time y'all moving somewhere, he has settled down. Like, why? If you have money issues, like, maybe that's what probably is. Because I don't know how y'all keep doing this. That's Jackie and Simone. Sometimes I call them their regular names, sometimes I call Doctor in front of it. It is what it is. Y'all know who you are. Jackie and Simone are friends again. I said good because y'all was tiring me out last season, all this back and forth. Y'all could have just, like, y'all was tiring me out. That's why I stopped watching most of the season last season because I was like, oh my God, y'all doing the most. All right, but they friends again. They cool. They good. That's great. Dr. Heavenly is opening up a beauty line, beauty store. We all know that she has this store. Her daughter is the face of it. They do a good job. I guess they're doing well. She has a contract with a funeral director, and they got a contract with them. So bodies need good hair and stuff like that. I said that's good businesses. So, people going to have their hair done and everything, even though they're in 6 feet under the cancer shop and everything. Get their hair done, all that stuff. That's nice. So that's a good contract to have because that's always business. That's always business moving. That's always business for Heavenly to have that supplier contract on. So that's good. Anila, she built her house the ground up. That's Anila, girl. You need to teach a class to how you was able to get all your furniture in the house for free just by blogging. Because they really tapped out paying a lot of money. And that husband was like, Dr. Saji, he said, listen, we pay a lot of money. And I said, I don't know what's going on, overspending, and then you buy a lot of things. Because yes, I know she's a blogger and she makes money with that. And it's a lot of work because not only that you get sponsorships, you got to do the advertising, you got to prepare the thing, you got to do all that, taking care of the kids. And she has a daddy, all that stuff, but it's that. But to furnish your whole house for free by blogging, I said, child, I know you have to save money. So I said, girl, you need to teach those people that because we need to know. Sure, don't y'all want to have a free house with furniture or a house with free furniture? Do you have to pay a dime? I know I ain't the only one. I said, oh, Nila, you better teach your class that, girl. You make some money. Yeah. But yeah, every furniture in the house was free by blogging. And I said, oh, okay. I don't know how that works. That's what I said, teach your class. And that. So she had a freaking theme party. Everybody came to the theme party except for Dr. Contessa and her husband, Scott, came in an Egyptian theme. I said, I ain't get the memo, right? Ain't nothing worse for somebody to come to your party. Yeah, add the movements, I'm in, right? Exactly, right? Adding free movements. Listen, we good with the freaking furniture, right? Everybody had the theme set. And when you have a theme party, like say, for example, coming all white. And then you got some oddball coming on all black, oddball coming on red. And they can still get in because, they want their money in. You're paying your money for the tickets or whatever you get in. But pay the theme, y'all. And then some people probably don't let you in because you like the theme. But it is what it is. It's their money at the end of the day. So, pay the theme. So the fact that she could have put something together or go to a store that had the items or ask one of your friends to make something out. You went to get on Amazon or whatever because people were playing. People were shady. They said, oh, Dr. Contessa went on Amazon and bought this dress. It's exactly like. I said, girl, that is not the attire. This is Egyptian attire. This is not the right event. That was disrespectful. Rude. Dr. Contessa. And now Dr. Contessa want to be a bodybuilder. I said, girl, you got a pet project every season. What's going on here? First of all, you going to school. I think she got her degree on that. Congratulations and everything. And now it's like she's putting herself into work to avoid reality, whatever. Because it's a big thing while she was going to school, right? With her Scott, there was omens and books of divorce, and they had to go therapy session to kind of save their marriage, all that stuff, and back and forth, to the point that it was volatile. We all seen it. All right. So now she working hard to be a weightlifting and go in competition in weightlifting. I said, girl, what the hell? I said, Contessa, you in the midlife crisis? What the hell is going on, girl? Why is she doing these stuff? So she doing that. I said, girl, whatever. And now she has a beef with Dr. Heavenly. Beef with Dr. Heavenly because she said Dr. Heavenly said something on her live. And y'all remember Dr. Heavenly had YouTube channel. And I don't know if she's doing that much now, but I know before, especially during the panorama, she was going on live a lot. She was doing live, she was doing YouTube and everything. And I remember some of those stuff that she was saying. I didn't remember everything, but I remember clips of some of the stuff that she was saying. And one of the stuff that Bravo kept repeating is that somebody asked Dr. Heavenly that, do you think that Contessa and Scott was in a good relationship or was the relationship abusive? And she said she think there was mostly verbal and emotional abuse. Why she say that? Now, unless it was something else that was said, if y'all seen that live, y'all tell me if she said anything else. But my thing is, and I want y'all input, do you think Dr. Heavenly was wrong? Because if you is showing us You telling us on TV last season, and probably the end of the season before that your relationship with Dr. Scott was volatile. It was very toxic. And I see how he speaks to you. I see how you was speaking to him. It's like, especially when you go to school, he was being nice, nasty towards you. We seen it. We saw it in our eyes. So we seen that abuse was going on in the relationship. Now remember, you might not say the words yourself, but the words you were describing how your relationship was showing, and we seen as a viewer seeing your relationship. Why are you mad that the word was put towards it? Now I was understanding that you never played none of that on TV, none of that showed out, and you had a private conversation with Dr. Heavily, and she the only one knew about what's going on, and we was not privy to your relationship. And then she get on live and blast it out. Then I can understand why you be upset. But I'm not understanding why you upset when we see your relationship played out last season. And all she said is that she felt like the relationship is going through verbal emotional abuse. Something that we all probably seen it. Now she didn't say Scott was beating your behind. She just said you was going through emotional and verbal abuse. And people have to understand, abuse come in more forms besides physical. We seen how emotional damage he was towards you. And how he got nasty with his words. And people was defending you, was on your side. And now you have this beef with Heavily this season. She shouldn't have said nothing. Now, let's see. But what she said, maybe that was the reason. Maybe she shouldn't have said anything. But what she said was not true, or she just had said nothing at all. Because we all labeled as abusive. So is it what she said, or she shouldn't have said it at all? Now what she said about the other ladies, I don't know about that yet. So we get to see. And tonight's episode is intervention with Heavily. So maybe we'll get to see some of the clips that she showed that they kind of have an issue with. But I do know sometimes Heavily does speak. And she say things. So Heavily should say nothing at all. Okay, I get it. If that what Calessa didn't want Heavily to say, they said, listen, whatever, despite how I speak, despite how my marriage played out on television last year, do not speak to me on social media platform if I was not there. And maybe that would have been understandable. Oh yeah, she does get mad. And I mean, listen, you get mad all you want, but we're gonna play the field. If you're gonna talk about my relationship, I'm talking about yours. Daddy. Because let me let y'all know. Yes, I know it's cute and all fun time when you get freaky, you go in, backing up, hit a spot, and I know sometimes we may call our man or whatever, or daddy when you get hit in the spot and you having sex, you say, oh daddy, what's going on? Now that's cute. But it's one thing to do that in a sexual tone, but it's another thing to constantly keep referring your man as daddy. Because something might be deeper. That's a nickname you're giving them. But the way how Heavily goes, she goes about it as she had to always tell us that she's submitting to her husband, that he's something, he's one up on her. And she always doing that. She always mentioned that. But damn it, you don't. But people who don't do that, and then found upon other ladies who don't follow her own suit. And they say, look, my marriage worked because I'm married just like this, my daddy. I'm like this, my daddy. This is that. And they get upset when people point you out on that. No. So you can't have both ways, girl. And that little constant daddy role-playing thing you have and always trying to constantly remind us of beating us in the head, that's more deep to that. And it maybe comes to her upbringing that she mentioned seasons ago, how she was raised. But, girl, we get it. You're going to have to keep reminding us of beating on the head about this. So that's something that she had to work on because it is annoying. Like I said, with Contessa, I understand it. I understand, but I just don't know why she was so upset and mad about it if it played out and we seen it ourselves. We'll see how the intermission goes. Because it was more was said and more was played out, then I probably will see more of us side. But right now, I'm looking at it because I said, girl, you really mad. Now, if she told Heavenly, you should never speak on it, I don't care if anybody asks you any questions, don't say nothing, then I understand that she broke the code. She broke it. Because if you speak on something, if they ask you, you want to answer the question honestly, you speak on it. Especially if it's something that we all seen. It's not like it's not played out. But then she get upset. I said, girl, if you mad at her, why you think that she should have you walk in her fashion show? Because she had a Neela, Jackie, Quad, and Nicki Natural. Nicki Natural, girl. That Nicki Natural was freaking playing. She was trying to get in that Funeral Daddy behind. Look, I call him Daddy, right? Funeral. She was trying to get that more corner. I said, go ahead, Nicki Natural. You better go with them on, man. She was flirting hard. She was trying to get that corner. She was trying to get that number. And Nicki Natural said, listen, if I want to play it, I want to play it right. Let me come on, man. Yeah, you almost 25 funeral homes, and you know that's money. Yeah, what's up? Let me get your number. And Nicki Natural was all on it. I said, Nicki Natural, look at her. Y'all know Nicki Natural was on Level Hip Hop Miami, and I think she was wait, what she was in little rendezvous with Trick Daddy. Y'all couldn't remember because it's been so long. If that was her, I think that was her because I really don't remember her. And but because it was there, I would say if you Heavenly is not talking, why you think she should have had you on the fashion show? She at least she called you to come to an event. So at least she's standing olive branch because you didn't have to go if you didn't want to go. If you feel some way about that. So I was like, okay. And I was saying, I don't hate the contestant, but I don't know. It's like everything is something going on with her. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all understand her? Whatever, or y'all feel that she's doing the most? Y'all let me know. What else was going on? Simone and Cecil writing a book. Okay. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. Their son Miles got a girlfriend. And I don't know. Do y'all give me that Miles is kind of like laid back and he wants somebody to take care of him? Listen. That's what I'm looking at. Because it seemed like he's kind of like the laid back, lazy type. And he finds out a girl that probably will take care of him. But let me stop. That's what I was thinking. I don't know how y'all was thinking. But it is that. That's what I got. But that's that. Neela and Toya, they're not in good terms yet. They try and get patched up. You know how that happened. Neela came as Toya's friend, and then Toya flipped on script on her. Whatever happened that, because I remember watching the whole TV. Y'all tell me the week what happened. But I think Toya did flip on Neela, and it's like their friendship just got fractured. And so they're trying to repair that together. Now, Toya came late to a Neela party, and it was only like a figure block away. Like, what the hell? You was right there. And you was not far. You was like blocks there, a block there, and you still came late to the party. I said, yeah. You dressed the theme mode though, but you still came late. Anything else that happened to me? Really? I think that's it. I'm waiting for the intervention, y'all. I'm waiting for the intervention because, oh yeah, Dr. Henry think that she has she would think she's pregnant. I said, girl, you are not pregnant. You in menopause, so get over it. Girl, because when you were describing how you was doing, I said, girl, you is not no pregnancy. You not having sex with your husband. So how the hell are you pregnant? And I just actually say, listen, we're going to test you. We might have to see what's going on. Maybe he had low levels of interest in. And she said she'll dry down there. It's not one. I said, oh, child. Not too much information. Oh, yes. And Neela is upset because her nanny is going back home. Her nanny been around for so her youngest was in the baby in the womb. And she basically was helping raising the kids while Neela was doing her work. And now her nanny is going back home to be with her, close to her family. And now she said, how am I going to do this? What are we going to do? And everything. I don't know what to do about you. You can't go and everything. I said, well, she going. I mean, I know it's hard because she has been around for a long time. So the kids did been a bond with Miss Gomez. But sometimes people got lives too. That's it. That's all happened. Yep. So we will see how the intervention goes, and then that's probably the meat of it, because that's probably the turnaround to the rest of the season and how things gonna go. So that what it was. That was nice. It was a good first 2 episodes. It wasn't too bad. It was just the beginning. So we will see how this continue plays out. But the intervention might be the start of something, and we will see how that goes. So there goes that. Let's move on to the next topic. Anything else about Married to Medicine? Y'all put it down in the comment section, and we can discuss if you have anything going on. Anything else. All right, let's talk about this show called Rap-ish. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna briefly talk about this and discuss. If y'all don't know rap shit, well, that's the name of the show, but I won't go Rap-ish, you know. Rap-ish is on HBO Max. It's a new show by Issa Rae. Y'all know Issa Rae. She was the writer and producer of Insecure. That was finished last year. It finished. And y'all know I reviewed Insecure, and it was a good show. And you know, she also did Sweet Life Los Angeles, a show that also reviewed on HBO Max. She did that. And now she's had this show called Rap-ish. And to be honest, it's not. No, let's discuss. The basis of the show is two ladies who've been like childhood friends or who've been to school together, decided to, in their adult life, come together and form a rap group. That's the basics of the show. Now, how they go about doing that and what challenges, tribulations they gonna go to as women in the hip hop industry, trying in the rap game and supporting each other, that's what plays out in the show. But the basics of it is that these two ladies, they knew each other, they had two walks of life, two different viewpoints, but they're trying to come together and form a rap group. And see how it goes. Right? So we have, this is Shauna, and this is Mia. Mia and Shauna. Mia and Shauna. Shauna, oh, yeah, it's on HBO Max. It comes on every Thursday, new episode. Because this past Thursday, they had 2 episodes. And I think every week will be a new episode or 2. And you know how Issa formula is. She usually do her episode 30 minutes. So each episode is about 30, close to 40 minutes. So it's not that long. It's very quick. So, but you know, sometimes she jam-packs the episode with a lot of things to discuss and everything. And that's what it was. So the episode's 30 minutes. These ladies fight about lives. Now, if y'all seen it, let me tell you how y'all feel about it. Because me, when I was watching it with a couple people on our family panel right here, I feel like the constant live and the video chatting and all that stuff in the episodes was too much for me. It was too much. Because every scene is either they on their phone recording themselves in real action, or they are live interacting with fans, or they're live video chatting with each other, or they video chat with each other, and everything. It was mostly on their phones. It was live. So I know Issa sometimes she like to correlate, and she's a good writer and she's a good producer and everything. She's incorporate things that's happening in real time into things. So right now in this generation is mainly on their phones. Everybody had to capture a moment. Everybody had to have the next viral moment. They had to have the next big sensations. They had to be discovered on social media. So social media is prevalent. It's heavy packed on these episodes. So if y'all can get through that, y'all can get through this episode. Because to be honest, people, I wish they was here to vouch for me to tell you how I feel. I said I did not like it at all. Because as me, I'm not really big of social media person. I am on social media, but I'm not big to the point that other people could be. Because after a while, I was never big on social media like that either. Because I do like the formal way of interacting, going out, seeing people and everything, but not always on social media. But I know I had to get into it, especially I have this platform now that you have to be active on social media in some way, shape, or form. Now, would I be going live all the time? Would I be posting pictures all the time and everything? No, because I still don't do that as much. But I do promote my channels, my videos, and stuff like that. I talk about some things that's happening. But this show, both Mia and Shauna always have their phone and they're always doing live and interacting with something like that. So it was a lot of that playing on the episode. Yes, they're paying out in real time and everything, but they mostly real time is on their phone. So this generation is on phone heavy. So I do understand that the times now that everyone's on their phone and this is their lives. People always gotta record something. They always gotta record. And that's what it was. So that's what is playing out on this show. So if y'all didn't see it, y'all can watch it out. The first episode, it was like giving up towards getting to know the characters and build up to it. So if you could get past the first episode, because usually people don't get past the first episode. Sometimes people will watch the first episode and say, you know what, I don't want it anymore. But if people say, you know what, let me watch the second episode and see how it is. The second episode was better, in my opinion, than the first episode. Even though they still had the same dynamics of live on the phone, stuff like that, I still like that aspect, but it was better. Now, Shauna and Mia. This is Shauna. This is Mia. Shauna, she's like the spoken, woke, social conscious rapper. Y'all know what rappers are. They talk about the world. They talk about Black Lives Matter. They talk about a lot of things. And it's mostly that kind of aspect. So a lot of her videos, she was in the mask, speaking her words, because she wanted people to listen to her words more to her. Look at her looks, or what she looked, how her body. Because at the end of the day, yes, it's sad, but sometimes female rappers don't make it far because they're not putting out what looks factor. That's what makes them go on further. So she don't want that. She want people to control that and say, I want them to focus on my lyrical ability, then what I could put on a G-string, or I could put on big boobs and big booties and stuff like that. But that's the time these days. So I'm not saying that she should take away her thing, because when I was watching, I said, I don't understand her. Like, why can't she not be a social woke rapper? But a lot of these youngies don't want to think about those lyrics they listening to. They just want to dance and be the next craze. So if you have to pop the booty, if they can't pop it to march in the street and whatever it is, I'm not a rapper. Okay, well, y'all know that was corny. But still, y'all know what I'm getting at. If they can't dance to that, they're not going to want to listen to it. So at some point, she may have to tweak and still be her social conscious rapper that she wanted to be and give her word part, and also get the people to dance and be excited for her music. So that's her little turn of battle, because she was helping, because also she was working with a guy that was trying to help her pump my album out, work on her album, and then when he started working with other people, he just tossed to the side, and that's it. So she just felt jaded at how come these people with less talent as me, who don't have the lyrical ability, could make it, and I'm up here busting behind and didn't make it, and I could have made that stardom like some other people who's on TV who don't have the rapping ability as I have. So that's her struggle right now she has. And then she also has a long-term distant relationship with a boyfriend named Cliff. And he's nice looking and everything. Kind of like a smart, nerdy type of boy. And he's in New York. Oh, mind you, they on Miami. The scenery is based on Florida, Miami, Florida. And that's that. Now we got Mia. Mia is that hip girl. She does OnlyFans. Yes. She does OnlyFans. She's trying to get her money up. She has a daughter by no good behind rapper or fluently rapper, whatever the rapper he is. He's in the studio most of the time in this show, rapping his behind off and doing those things. Rapping, and he no good. So she's on social media sometimes, speaking her word, telling people like, listen, if he is a bum, don't be giving it up, and this is that. I said, girl, you doing all that, but you was the person that you trying to talk to the ladies about. You was sleeping on no good land behind. You was sleeping with a person who don't barely be with your daughter. You slept with a guy who barely don't come around. And he always say he will give you money, he don't. And they always say he gonna come get the daughter, he don't come get the daughter sometimes. So most of the interactions on the phone, this one when you had a conference with the teacher about your daughter, said she will drag someone, you called him on FaceTime and they had a freaking video conference with the teacher and you in the room with him there. I said, oh, no, I don't like that. And then, he ended up getting her $4,000 for Cash App. But after a while, she's trying to kind of get him to give him money, send him money, like, the baby need this, and all that stuff like that. All that stuff. Now, her baby's in preschool. Now, when I saw her daughter, even when I was on there, I said, her daughter look like she be in preschool and everything. It could be. Maybe my mom was looking at something like that. But I would say the baby look like she is a kindergarten. But it is what it is. So baby preschool. That's that. For me, it's like that girl who's about the fun time. Yeah, she has this, she has the body, she does the OnlyFans, and now they viewing her as trashy, kind of like in home. Cause sex work sometimes, even though she may not be giving her body out to people, but she's still in the OnlyFans and sexual industry, where she get paid by tips by on modeling, lingerie, whatever she is. She get tips by other people. It is sex work. And sometimes people find a porn sex workers because they feel like, oh, that's not a real job. I said, actually, it is a real job. I mean, they getting paid. It's all that stuff like that. But whether it's not freaking a government taking taxes out and everything, they getting paid by you paying the money. So if you don't really value them, why are you paying for their freaking videos and stuff like that? So stop supporting them. They won't make your money. But listen, at the end of the day, yeah, hit the thumbs up, y'all. And that's what it was. So she doesn't that. So the people value her like she's some low trash hole because she's a OnlyFans but she's trying to make money for her daughter and everything. I should never knock her hustle and everything. So her and Shauna decided to get together and create this rap group. They said, listen, we can do it and do this. Now, they haven't really gotten a good start of doing this because, baby, it's this one scene in episode 2 that had me so tickled I was in tears because I would say, Shauna, girl, that's not going to fly by. Yo, listen, they was in this, Shauna created her own in-home studio in the closet. She took the closet out. She put some things over here, the waterproof, soundproof kind of things, or the mic, and the stand and everything. And Mia came over. And they were saying, what we going to rap about and everything? And because, mind you, the time period is recent and everything. So, yes, you have to put out music that people want to dance to, people want to visual like and everything. And it's sometimes, yes, you may have talent, and that'll be a added plus. But the looks and the dance and stuff like that, people want to, that's what they want. So they had to put something out. So, meaning that she's a social conscious rapper and everything. And they pair with Mia, who wants to get out of this bounce in the end, shake it for the money, and give you money for the money. Like she want to do that. How that will work? You gotta blast that out. So Mia was sitting there. They're trying to write because Mia mostly, I don't think she could rap, but I don't think she's a hype rapper. Like she could say words here and there, but write her own lyrics and everything. I don't think she probably do well in that. But she could be the hype person that give her ad libs here and there, say with her piece. Yeah, I'm the beat, and she could say a little thing, but to the point that she could flow like Shauna could, I don't think she could do that level, but she could do something. And it's kind of giving like a city girl type of, I don't know if this show is influenced by them or what Issa meant to tell us that. If y'all know any information, I don't know. Because it's kind of giving that. Maybe it's like a background story with city girls. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe not. But so Shauna was in the thing. She said, "Yeah, the guy got the bins like a socialism." I was like, "What?" And me was like, "Oh my god, I'm going. I'm going." Mia got looked at that girl and walked out that room. Was like no tomorrow. I said, "Not socialism. What are you talking about?" And I think they even look. It didn't sound like how you get bends to socialism. I was like, "Listen, I understand, but girl, that did not work well, and that was not going to fly by." With these people looking at her, was like, "No, that's not gonna work." Listen, when she said that, I was cracking up. You have to watch the scene. It's probably more funny when you watch it, and I'm making the scene, but it was funny to me. I was like, "Oh, no, not." And she dead serious right in the day. She said, "Yo, it's big, look like socialism." I said, "No, girl, that's not it. That's not it. That is not it, girl. That's not it, Shauna. Loosen up. Loosen up." So me skedaddle, and Shauna was like, "What's going on? Like, listen, come on." Like that. So now they were trying to put it in Shauna's head, like, "Listen, she does OnlyFans, this, that." Because her boyfriend was kind of judging her because her boyfriend found out that Mia does OnlyFans, stuff like that. And he was saying, "Why you allowing herself with the girl?" And all that stuff like that. She ain't long way. It's just trashy. You open the trap. It's like, kind of like playing Shauna to the left because this, that, kind of judging her so quickly. I said, "Boy, calm down." I mean, he had a point a little bit about how people portray people in this industry, how it is, all that stuff like that. But Dodge, give her a chance before she even made it yet. So that was that. And they came together again the second time. And no, first before they said the second time, she said, "What's going on?" She said, "I'm tired of men, and I ain't want to make them don't choose me, and I ain't gonna try to shape me." And Mia said, "You got to relax because at the end of the day, you hold yourself back, and you letting them get the power, and it's on you. It's not on them." But I said it's a little bit of both because at the end of the day, in this industry, yes, sometimes a female rapper make it big while having a man backing behind them, the name or notoriety. Doesn't take away. Let me listen what I'm saying, y'all. I don't want to jump in my head. I'm not saying they cannot have be talented, but the fact that how this industry is and how it's male dominated, usually a lot of females don't make it far without the men backing behind them, or unless they have to do it themselves. If they do it themselves, they won't get the notoriety as much. They can still be talented, it's like that. But most female artists make it big because they have someone backing them, and then they start them and build a fan base, and they can take off. And that's that. So very rarely some of them doesn't have that. They make it on their own with their own methods and stuff like that. But and that's how it usually is. So Shauna was not wrong in that aspect, but also you is stifling yourself and not loosen up and thinking that you're gonna lose yourself if you don't rap what you really true for. Like I say, if you find a balance of at least having your social constants, lyrics going on, and have the fun time, letting loose and things, and you can still have the meaning, double meaning, what you want to get across without just going completely left field, then you can make it work. You can. And when they came to an agreement to that Shauna had to let herself go and not be too rigid to her viewpoint, and Mia had to be a little firm and not let people take advantage over y'all. Because yes, you can make it, but as women in women industry, you had to not let these men take advantage of y'all, especially if this is like vultures, or you gotta put out to get elected, or you got to sleep with me. You gotta. It's always things. So I guess them two want to work together. Is like powering themselves to beat out the odds and not let these men control them. And we'll see how that goes. That's why I'm willing to be invested and see watch the show goes, and hopefully that I'll convince y'all to at least watch it and everything, you know. So if not, y'all can just watch me. Because I don't think I'm gonna do it weekly, but I might just do every other episode or every 2 or 3 episodes and just talk about it and see how it goes. And that's that. So the second time in the studio, they did a better job. The vibe was flowing. I said, "All right, you better go, y'all." And Charlotte let loose and everything because that's the close. When she was trying to do a FaceTime with her freaking boyfriend, they both have a sexual time and everything, and like all that stuff, and she was not feeling it because he in New York. And I mentioned, I think Mia said she had one of the clients that's in New York. I said, "Oh, so y'all going to New York soon? Maybe there's some illusion that New York can make it big for y'all." So I don't know, but we'll see. So they had a virtual time, and then Shauna, after she got her rap session going on, she was free and loose. Then she got her thing, and her boyfriend said, "Oh my gosh," he was studying. He said, "F the books." Yeah, I said, listen, I'm telling you that now. You think man is not ready? They be ready sometimes. Shoot, just get excited, entice them. They forget what they was doing. So that's what he did. And they play around, they play with each other. They got off. They talk. And so like that, he apologized, and she understands where she goes from, and that was that. That was everything. Yes. Oh yeah, Mia has a young mom, and I said, "Oh, that's her mom." I thought that was her best friend. And that's her mom, but that was it. Like I said, if you can get past them being on the phone all the time and social media, and also they had different people in the show that y'all may know that I didn't recognize. There's some like social media influencers or TikTok stations, whatever. I guess people saying that the guy that Shauna worked with in the hotel, he trying to play straight in the show, but he's actually not straight. I don't know. I don't really care. All that stuff. I did one of the girls, people telling me that one of the girls was on a backup club or something like that. I don't know. Y'all tell me. If y'all seen the show, y'all let me know the people. I don't really care. I just was looking at the storyline, and that's what I gave. So, hope y'all enjoyed me giving a little recap of, or at least an introduction of what Rap Dish is. It's by Issa Rae. If y'all enjoy her work, y'all should give this a try. I'm just letting you know that, yes, the show is basically based on live interaction, thing, real time, be on their phones, all that stuff like that. If you get past that, and hey, J Dog, how you doing, boo? And that's that. So, oh, yes, you got to catch the replay. We're about to get to LAMDC. But no, you can still make comments because I ain't get off of it yet. So, if I miss anything, if y'all want to share anything about Rap Dish, y'all let me know. And y'all put in the comment section. Because at the end, I can always go back and see your comments and everything. So, that's what it was. That was Rap Dish. It was good. Just like I said, the second episode was great. And I enjoyed it. And yes, they had the playlist is good. You cannot have Miami without having the playlist of Trina in it, or Trick Daddy in it, and some of the Florida artists that made it big. And they sometimes Miami did have some great artists. And you gotta have them on the playlist. So I told y'all to get down. I told you I could get down. Let that be known. Let that be. I was like, oh snap! I didn't listen to that song for a long time. I said, oh man, you better get a treat out here. Yeah. Oh, I did crack up when I talked about socialism. Yes, I did. Nobody made me laugh about it, but I did talk about it. I would probably never watch it. Oh really? I don't know, y'all. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I was not hell bent in watching Rap Dish like that either, because I'm not a big rap fan or rapping like that. And listen, so I would say, no one never listen to a story of shit, because I support Issa Rae and everything. I said, let me watch it. Like I said, even though I can't get past that live social media or their phone or thing throughout the scenes, I could still at least give it a try. That's why I say it won't be a weekly thing, but I still will do watch-alongs of the show on a weekly basis, and then I'll talk about it every now and then. But yeah, those are the first 2 episodes. Like I said, it's not long. It's 30 minutes. So if y'all can watch a 30-minute episode, it's not an hour long. If y'all like short shows, then y'all can watch it. I honestly just not into these shows. I will have it on when I'm working. Okay, I hear that. I hear that. Don't get me wrong. That not every show is not sometimes not always gonna work on. But sometimes I would like to give them shows on pop because you gotta stay in mind. repertoire in this day. See what work was not. But that was rap-ish, y'all. But I did crack up when I saw my socialism. Y'all asked for this chat. I did crack up because it was not. It didn't flow good. That was not the move. You got the biz like socialism. I said, chill. It be like, okay, girl. We not rapping about that. We not rapping about that. All right, y'all. Let's get into LAMDC. I know y'all was here waiting for. LAMDC. Are y'all awake here? Are y'all awake? We didn't talk about the finale, and we also talk about the finale and the reunion. But whatever comes to mind is what we're going to discuss about. But feel free to put your comments on, because I know most of us watch the DC, and let me know. Because it's not going to be by scene, you know. I mean, I don't care about that. I just want to have a discussion. I say this. God bless Winter being on this show. I say that because her being on this show helped carry this season. I say it, and I will say it again. Winty, what the hell saying? I'm giving her a nickname already. Winter carried the show. She did. Yes, the Raina, no, yes, the Silvers, yes, the Tylers, yes, the Samuels shared some of their lives. Yes, they have done that. Yes, I seen all that. I got it. I get it. I see it. But you had to know, and you had to understand that what they gave was not enough. So they had to have something that would grasp people into the show. So that sit down that Winter had with Monique, and that thing carried to the rest of the season. And how she's the friend of the show and became well more liked than other cast members is mind-boggling to me. Because everybody make it seem like Ashley's the breakout star. She may be the breakout star within the couples. But the show, if y'all look at Twitter, majority of people like Winter. There are a few people that don't like her. You know, it's always going to be like that. But majority people like Winter. And they thought by ganging them on Winter and bashing Winter and doing all this stuff will make people dislike her. But that's not what happened. We're actually liking her. Because unlike the rest of them who being fake and phony in some aspects, Winter been her true self. Messy and all. Whether she messy and she stand on it. And people say she's talking in circles, she would no, she has not. She stand on what she said. But the fact that y'all so hell bent and making her the villain, it plays on y'all and it went in her favor. Because if y'all was following Twitter and everything, Winter name was twinning the most. And not because it was a bad way either. It was in a positive light. And how the hell her name is most mentioned of the show and she's not the main cast? Make that make sense, y'all. Yes, Monique showed her true self and made her leave and then Ashley can't go into this show. Exactly. And Winter mentioned something on Twitter that she's probably won't be coming back. Let me show y'all that because I liked it. And she said it on her thing. Hold up, bear with me, y'all. All right, so let me share this. Somebody tweeted something. Oh, let me take this right now. Y'all know what they look like. Somebody tweeted something, and she said, a lot of people don't. These people forget I have kids and family too. This was resolved and brought back up. The attempt was to attempt to humiliate me, and I agree. And the tweet was deleted. So I guess whoever said something, she responded back to that. She said, when you sign up reality TV, reality TV, unfortunately, this can happen. You may want to sit out next season. Focus on rebuilding you and your family. And she mentioned, my family is not torn down. Kevin has been gone. Well done. Gone a year and thankfully not coming back. My family's support is strong. So that shows to me that she may not come back next season, or she probably won't come back next season. She said she didn't like how it was going, and she didn't like what happened. So if she don't come back, let's see what y'all gonna do. Let me see what y'all do, because y'all can't fall behind her. And don't come back next season talk about this girl if she's not on the show. Then y'all all gonna get cursed out. I said it at this channel. They come back next season and they still talk about the girl and she's not on the show, y'all gonna get cursed out. And now y'all are using her for ratings, so they're not good. Monique. Yes, I'm gonna get to some of the reunion part and whatever. But I mentioned last time in the finale episode, she mentioned that how she always had to prove herself, right? She always has to prove herself, and she's tired of doing that. I said, the only way you have to keep doing that if you're not showing up your true self in the beginning. You're showing up what you want people to think about you and not showing up who you really are. So if you're not showing up who you really are, then you always have to play the person you always showing the person to be and what they think you to be. And because you always got to play that role, you always got to go for that role. And when they don't follow suit and think it's disingenuous, and not being real, they see your cracks. And then you get upset and they're not following and they're not subscribing to what you're putting out there. And that subscribe what you're putting out there is because they see right through you. And they see right through you, then you get called out. And then you try and work overtime to make it seem like you is perfect individual, you have no flaws, you want to be liked by everyone. And the people you come with, who are your friends, who be really rocking with you, you toss them aside to be in the it crowd, the it group. And this is more than one occasion she did this. More than one occasion she did that. And y'all know it comes from the person who like me. I said did like Monique. I said did now. I don't really like her anymore like that. I really don't. He even went that occasion with her and Candace. I still would more on Candace. Like, y'all know how I feel about that. But the lying, manipulation, she was gaslighting us. All the stuff that she didn't like for last reunion that she had done in that other show, she's the same thing to us. Trying to gaslight us. Manipulation, lying, all that stuff. The same patterns. We have a pattern, that's who you are. That's who you are. But she's hell-bent not trying to accept that fact. Because y'all know every time, it's always someone else's fault. It's not her. It's always something else for her. She mentioned that, oh, yes, we understand we reality TV show and how the edits plays and there's no control over that. So, yes, I'm saying that. And then when it plays out, we say, oh my gosh, I understand where they're coming from. Well, I understand why they see that way. I understand that. I would say, y'all can butt to use edits so much. Yes, we do know edit plays a role. But girl, edits cannot give us anything when you have given us a pattern of seasons of doing the same thing over and over again. How you took that show, that other show you want to run away from, to come to a new platform and trying to create the same dynamic you ran away from, now you play in my face. Because you in the center, you want to be the it girl, have an entourage behind you, You ran away from that because that was a ensemble cast. You want to come to a platform where you all have your individualities and you're all cool and everything and all that stuff. You have to play your own life. But you create a dynamic for them all to turn against the friend you brought in the show. Listen, yes. I'll say yes in the dress. Yes. Channel change. And now it took this show for people to really see her other stuff. Because most people was blinded. Now, I wasn't blind by Monique. I didn't dislike her, but I didn't like what she was doing. And now that I see her in this light, I definitely don't like what she's doing. Because you presented Winter as your friend of the show. You presented Winter as your good friend for 15 years. You said it out of your mouth. This is my good friend for 15 years. So anybody who's watching the show will say, okay, this is a good friend of Monique. She knew her for a long time. It's not until you got in your life and everything, and trying to make it seem like, oh, we were never friends like that. She was my associate. I knew of her, but we were not cool friends like that. So why you didn't present it in the show like that? Yes. And I seen it. Yes, it's a pattern. So why you didn't say that? You presented us that she was your friend. And that's what Winter is kind of hurt about it. It's like, no, we was like, why are you trying to downplay our friendship? And so she said, oh, I reached out to Winter and she only called me when it's contract and the show. And I will only call you when it's contract and the show as well. When I'm thinking that you are good friends and you come around saying we were just associates and we ain't cool like that, then I'm not calling you like that either. We're going to be business just like it is. Oh, well, when the show's happening, when the contract going to be about, let me know when I got to show up, and that's what it is. And it seems to me is that Winter was only supposed to be in limited edition of the show. But with the fact that I think she used Winter for that scene to play out for the rest of the thing because they needed something, and that's how they went to the rest of the season. You can't convince me otherwise. Now, how can you get mad for the girl who telling her own truth? All this started, Winter came in, know her worth, know her value, knew her self-respect to not let none of the men that she dealt with make her complicit to the relationship. She decided to leave. Because she decided to leave, other women and other men feel like she's the issue or she made the problem. How dare she have self-autonomy? How dare she have self-respect? How dare she, I thought her Winter was friends for 40 years. That's what she said. She said that. And they're going to come around and tell her, we were never cool like that. And I think that was Winter's mistake. She vented to a friend. Because that scene, Winter didn't lie. She didn't lie. She restated what would happen at that event at the luncheon. Maybe she judged it up a little bit. Yes, well, it is. Who in here have friends that we don't judge sometimes the stories up or have hype with our friends and don't think their friends go and tell that? Not because you're lying and not because you're afraid that it will come back to them. It is because you have a good friend that you say, okay, what I say to my friends, we just will keep it with us. But her fault is she vented to someone that was her associate, that Winter thought that was a good friend. But no lie, in Monique world, she see that Elena and Ashley, she would be cool with them because quiet as a cat, Monique, Ashley, and Elena was not cool like that either. They know each other like that. They came in the show and became castmates. Because Winter came in, be her true authentic self, and they hated on her from the beginning, that's mean girl status. And Ashley, you can't convince me that you're not a mean girl. It comes through your pores how you're a mean girl. When you first met Winter, You say we was bored. Why is she sharing her business? Why is she doing this? Why is she coming here? Why is she coming around? Why Monique bring her around? That's mean girl behavior. Yes. Yes. If I'm telling, I'm kicking, like me and Auntie Mama, we really cool. And I'm telling her things, I don't expect her to go around and tell everybody else. And now, if you want to be fair, Monique, you could have told Winter exactly what the girls were saying about her and ran to tell her, just like you ran to tell the girls. But no, it was one-sided. And made it seem like it was all about Winter. You started a mess, not Winter. Because she had a one sit-down conversation. That one sit-down conversation carried the whole rest of the season. How the hell that happened? She ain't kept talking about the girls. It was that one sit-down that you took upon yourself to fabricate this whole drama. So when you sit here and saying, oh, Winter told me this thing to get me riled up. How she got you riled up? She was speaking from her own point of view and how she felt with the friend and talking to a good Judy girlfriend. How she got you riled up? Oh, I told her I was going to tell them what you said. And then Winter, and maybe Winter was like, I don't care. But at the same time, she would expect you to go around telling someone either. Because she thought she was venting to her friend. That was Winter's mistake. Because according to Monique, they was never cool like that. And I think that was her mistake. Venting to the one person who didn't give a damn about her. To use her. Because you know damn well her figure show was not popping like that. Because if it was, Winter would have been a one shot there in that dinner scene. We would never see her again. And it all started how they came at her. Yes. Or she could have not mentioned that she had to sit down with Winter and got Jamie, got Raina and Ashley their side of things. And said, yeah, I was in Africa, girl. What the hell happened when I was away? And didn't mention nothing that she had to sit down. And got two pieces together and kept it to herself. But no, you ran and said, oh, well, she said this is that. And then you're trying to, no, you was trying to do too much. Nobody asked you to do all that. Excuse me. And yes, I do know this reality TV show. So she mentioned to one of the YouTubers that she's close with that she had to do that. You had to? She had to carry what they were said to Ashley Rain to carry the rest of the thing. Why? She's a friend of the show. Why you need to carry her tea? It'd be more interesting. And you would really, really be cool with that, Monique. Lying yourself with Winter would have been a better place because Winter became the fan's favorite, not Ashley. She may be breaking star between y'all. To be quiet as kept, Winter has been. If y'all follow social media, Winter Nance has been liked the most liked. Not the rest of the cast. And that's when she came out with a friend of the show. To remind the people, to remind the viewers that Winter was only the friend of the show. Not the main cast member. But her name was buzzing more than the castmates. How that happened for a show, for the person who's a friend of the show. Or because that girl in the white wanted to run tell that and kept the mess going. After they apologized and squashed it, you went to tell more information to keep the drama going. They are mean girls. And when Ashley didn't want to hear Winter explain that it was her delivery, that was the issue. It's not about what you were saying to me. It was the delivery. It's not about delivery. It's not how I deliver it. I could deliver a piece of Domino's. I could deliver. I said, girl, shut up. Because now you're trying to help it and trying to make her feel wrong for what she said. But actuality, she's right. It was your delivery. It's the way how you came at her speaking her own thing. Because she decided to divorce a cheater and a scammer, y'all turn around and make her like she was a scammer. or she was at fault. She was the problem, not the husbands. Y'all made it on by her, and y'all judged her based on her past experiences. And Winter kept saying she hurt. If y'all listen to that reunion, Ashley said herself, we sat at the table, we all said we had heard rumors about each other. We had heard rumors about everyone in this cast. So if Winter said the same thing, why the hell is she the issue? She just said the same thing y'all said. She heard rumors. Just like you heard rumors about everyone else. And that's exactly what she said, right? She never said she'll go repeat the rumors. She didn't acknowledge that she will say the rumors. She said, just like y'all heard rumors about everyone else, I have heard rumors about y'all too. Now I know everybody was saying, well, if she didn't want to prepare to show the receipts, she should have never said nothing. Did she really want to present the receipts? Because it seemed like to me she would never want to show. She didn't want to reveal those all. She just said she heard it. That's all. She was asked the question. She answered Carlos' questions, and that's what it was. People acted surprised because people see her in a different light. Because people was blinded and say they was following suit for Monique. But now they saw her thing is that she's the same way. Now people was like, oh my gosh. No. She was always showing her real true self all the time. And the people who could stay neutral, like I stayed neutral, like with that whole other show, yes, I understand Candace more because Monique did her wrong. And I'm not going to rehash about the whole thing about the hands and whatever. You fought the one person, point big period, and you lied about it. Period and all. You lied about it. You're not going back to that. You lied. The fact you got a pattern now, it's on you, girl. And you're on a different show and doing the same thing. Yes. And the fact that she just said she heard rumors. She never said she was going to present her rumors. She's not going to present the receipts. Because quiet as it kept, none of y'all presented your own receipts either. And the tea that Ashley said about Winter was something Winter said herself. That he cheated on me and got kids outside of my relationship. She said in the first episode when we met her. She said it. So how the hell that was receipts that you gave, Ashley? That's not receipts. She said it herself. The difference between what you saying it and what she said, don't say my ex-man, that's my husband, kids. She said, what about Quick, he's my husband, he's the father of my kids. And because her ex-husband is not on the show. He's not here. He didn't come after you. Your husband coming after this lady a couple of times. So whatever she said to her mom about your husband, that's on fair game. Yes. Yes, she just wanted to expose it. She wasn't lying. I don't think she was lying. Especially how the freaking Quick was acting. And man, but in the finale, Quick mentioned that he cheated on Ashley, and Ashley didn't realize the cheating. She said, oh, I didn't know that. He said, it was years ago before we got official. So, yes. And y'all both saying the show, y'all cheating on each other. So how the hell? And she never said Quick was a cheater. She said she heard rumors. But you put yourself and said, oh, you called my husband a cheater. No, she did not. You said your husband's a cheater. And he's blurted out himself that he cheated in the last episode. So y'all telling your own damn self. What's in there to say none of that? That reunion got me upset. Because I see the signs of Monique, and now it's prevalent that this girl only care about herself and don't care who she's turned on. She will try to make herself look like she's perfect. And she was on Twitter last night defending Quick outbursts. Yes, because Quick was heated. And Monique's husband had to tell Quick, relax. That's a lady. Don't talk to her. You got to calm down. It's a lady. Let Ashley handle her. And he said, bitch. And she said, hold up. And she said, no, not him, not her, him. I said, you have to say that because him was not there. So if him is not there, why are you with the aggression for? The fact that y'all got that mad means that there's some validity to the rumors that has been circling around that city. And she never said she'll go reveal her sources. Now, if y'all want to go hampering about her not showing receipts, oh well, she didn't show receipts. Maybe next time, but I don't think it will be the next time because she don't want to be coming back. And the fact that they came ganging up on her was mad. It pissed me off. It did. It pissed me off because they gang up on this lady. She had no backup. And then Monique sit there mad quiet and not defending no one. Defending her friend that she brought in the show, that she created this. They gonna say the next episode, Winter started the drama. No, she didn't. You carried on the start of the drama. Don't blame it on Winter. What about your accountability? But no, she doesn't have one sometimes. At times. Or maybe not no times. It's always everybody's fault. All right, so Monique gave her thing. Cause they asked her why. How do you feel about people saying about your relationship that you brought Chris on the show to get a divorce? And I said, "Who say that? People say that." I said, "Oh well, I don't care." People said that, and I was like, "Listen." And when she mentioned about how black women, that people only want to listen to black women when they cry and everything, Monique has a valid point. But when she used that to get sympathies and everything, I don't care. Y'all just decipher that. I do understand where sometimes people don't want to understand a black woman until she cries or until she gives something else. And they always label her as combative or aggressive if she wants to express herself as her frustration. But the point is, Monique, it wasn't about how you express it. It was all about what you were saying to express yourself and how you feel about your relationship is your delivery. And that was the key factor of it all. It's how you delivered it. And I quit saying that, oh, he's seen myself, he could do better. I don't know. It seems like the answers are rehearsed. It's like, okay, are you saying it to say that you're going to do better, or are you saying it's just saying it? Like, I don't know. I'm not hate Chris, but at the same time, I just don't know what's going on. We got to see the results to see if it could be changing. It seems like their answers are rehearsed. That's one thing. Ashley and Quick. Ashley comes back, I start. She molded him to be the person that she's in and everything. I'll say, listen, when you say you mold someone or you create someone, I don't like that. Nobody mold or created me who I am. I create and mold my own damn self. I'm my own person. I'm my own individual person. The person who created me, it came from the nutsack and the pouchoir that I came out of it. That's who created me in the God maker. Who I am now is what I put myself into, not because nobody else. Now, you can help shape me to be the better person, but you did not mold me or create me. I don't know. If they do come in the second season, I bet you know Winter says she ain't coming back. And if she does, she needs to have backup. And I won't be saying nothing. Y'all gonna use me for another season. Nope. I'm gonna step out. No, you ain't gonna use me. And the fact you didn't want to go tell, and you didn't want to tell Winter what the hell they said about her, that was stupid of your part, Monique. That was messed up. So funny you are. And yes, she said she sacrificed a lot of herself. Ashley, she was 21. She sacrificed her. It was all about Silver and his success, and not about her. It was all about him, his success, until she got to the point that she was about her. So when the finale, when he proposed, I feel like he took away her shine. He could have did it another time. I know I was cute and all, yes. And I know that was nice. I was cute and all, but I feel like he took away for that. It had to be about him. And Jamie and Elena, Jamie and his wife need to leave the show because I see a divorce coming on cheating. He probably already have cheated. That's how it probably have been happening. Whether he did it now or he probably have been happened and she probably let it go. Or stepped it or stayed with. Now, he wasn't too bold like Quick was in the reunion. He stood there, but yes, he may say here and there, but he was not that much ganging up on Winter as Ashley and Quick was, and Monique sitting there, Carlos letting this happening, all that stuff. That especially when Quick was on bees in there, calm down, calm down. I said, Carlos, why the hell are you letting this guy screaming at her like that? Whether he's directing to him or not. I don't care how much he kept saying, oh, not her, it's him. So what? He's not there. But yet you so giggly keep saying Quick name and Jamie. I said, why you so giggy? I mean, they would have been more exposed on when they were trying to get to. It's Giselle, they got out of there real quick because Giselle was coming blazing. Next season, she would have stayed. And I don't like Giselle. But I see like Giselle probably saw through Monique when she first met her. Even though I ain't like how she came out. Like, oh, you got 4 homes? Oh, it's like it judged her real quick for that. But then again, maybe after a while, Giselle was like, oh, no, this girl ain't for that. And that's how she fought so hard to be, and they cool, and they ain't care for you from the beginning. And now you doing the same thing as here, creating the same ensemble like you was in the other show. No, we're not having that. We see right through it. And the people who actually try to steal, nah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, nah, I mean Raina and Jamie. Oh, they probably would have been more exposed there. Child. Oh yeah, I remember they said they wanted to go on Potomac, but I guess then it happened. Yes, and it looked like he wanted to get freaked by freaking Quick, cause he probably was enamored by his freaking BD energy that he keeps saying. Cause once again, Quick mentioned how big he has. I said, oh my gosh, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I know it's nice. A lot of us might have partners who might be carrying packing, but damn, can they get bragging all the time? Like, relax. We got it. You short with a big piece. Okay, we got it. They call it. What the fuck? No, look at me wrong. He's good, but at the end of the day, he was doing the most. Calm your hell down and cater to and figure quick the tone. How you let this happen? And then when Jamie said he created Elena, and Elena agreed, I said, "Oh no, girl, no, we're not doing that." She said she had no voice at a time of her relationship. You didn't have no voice, but now you sitting here and saying like you had never been abused. Now, she's on Twitter saying Jamie has been a lot of things, but abusive is never. But what's your definition of abuse? If your abuse is only physical, then he could be never. He probably never been physical. But there are more forms of abuse than physical. Emotional, mental, social, economical, financial, religious abuse, spiritual abuse. It's more forms than physical abuse. So why are you harping? Maybe he might not be abusive physically, but how you answer your questions and how you carry yourself, and it seems like a person has been abused. Now she says not. That's her. Whatever. That's her story. Allegedly, I'm gonna say that. I hope Monique Carlos will track with her. Their best made cool one winter before another friend comes and spill their tea. That's what I'm saying. Monique would have been best if she lined herself with Winter. Winter is the fans' favorite. Now, if she don't come back, then what? Stick with the mean girl, Ashley? And I don't care if she called them gutter Barbies. That what it is. Y'all gutter Barbies. Pretty girls are going low. Y'all was going low. And when you first met the girl, y'all was going low. See, y'all are mean girls. Well, Ashley the mean girl. She's a head click. And Raina's followers too. And Monique want to be in the crowd. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what you asked me last night who the host was. Yeah, that's Carlos King, the king of reality TV. Don't get me wrong, he had some accolades. But come on, boy. Still don't have a voice. Yes. And then, quick, why the hell you blurt that out in the last episode about you cheating? Like, what was the point of that? You want me to think today? It just came out of nowhere. I cheated, you cheated. Maybe they both cheated on each other, all that stuff like that. Yes. Definitely has the proof of the cheating and will drop it. Ciao. And now they were trying to get upset with went to the next episode. Oh, you got recordings and stuff like that. She said yes. But she never said she was going to reveal them. And she's not going to reveal them. She said she's not going to do that. She never said that. She just said, she answered the question. She heard it. People talked to her, and that's it. Same thing like y'all all say y'all have done. So, unless y'all all dropping receipts here, put it out there. If not, don't come at her. And she said, I've never said that. No. Y'all judged this woman when she first came on here. Until y'all saw Kevin, and now you understand why she was, she was not lying. Judge this woman. Call her the winter, what they call her? Winter scammer, winter swindler, all that stuff y'all was calling her. And you know what's crazy thing that out of all that, Winter kept her composure and classiness. She kept it. She ain't raised her voice. She ain't called them out of names. She said her truth. She spoke her truth, and that's what it was. And now when she thought that Raina was playing both sides, yes, we didn't ask you those definitions, Monique, about playing both sides. See, this is exactly what we asked you for. She said she wasn't playing both sides like that. So what? Doesn't matter. She felt they played both sides because everything was supposed to be squashed. Why she was asking me that question and go back and say whatever it is? Why should you come at me like that? Because not knowing that you went to tell them more information. Blindsided her again over one sit down. And I didn't like how Carlos didn't mention and make him trying to defend Winter more and that to make her seem like and give her backup and say, listen, y'all, this was one conversation. She didn't want to keep talking about y'all. This is a clip. It was on one thing. And actually, you laughed about DJ Funside, so why are you mad? When he was trying to kill this one's an old child. Mm-hmm. I know other people's on this chat. What y'all thought about it? See other people's points. What else was saying? And then how Monique got so mad when he mentioned about the other day. I said, listen, Monique, that wasn't even that deep. It was not even that deep. The fact that you get so upset and mad, girl, you won. You got the ring. You won. He didn't mention anything. He ain't saying anything mad and rude about it. You won, girl. So why are you mad? He's that upset about her. You want to control the narrative all the damn time. Stop it. That's an annoying thing. Annoying. Ooh. It's like a cat or something like this. Yeah. I was like, girl, it was not that big deal to get that upset and mad over that. At the end of the day, you know how many praise he was praising you. He said, oh, bitch, try to calm down. And then crying and all that. So I said, girl, you love to put that tears out. Use it as a tactic. And now we got another part. I don't know why the show needed 2 parts of reunion. Why did we need 2 parts? It could have been on 1 part. Because back to half of the first part was based about Winter. So you could tell that's how much it was. The fact that Winter's not close to Carlos, that just says something. Because if it was Andy, she would have been right next to Andy. If she was a fit to drama of the whole season. But then again, you know, sometimes he might have his favorites. If you come back, where's the other couple, Tasha and a guy. Make them part of the cast. You can tell that they wasn't there. They probably wasn't even at the reunion because they ain't had much to say. And what the second part gonna bring? Because they can't have the whole second part with Winter again. Probably begin the first half and then move on to the next. What else they could say? It was crazy. Thank you, Renee Boo. I'm turned off by every couple. I'm curious about Winter. Yes, I follow Winter. Yes. And the fact that they don't understand, Monique don't understand, Winter is the fans' favorite, not Ashley. Why didn't they show no more? There's yes. You would have been better off staying aligned with Winter. But now, since she don't want to back up, I don't think she's coming back next week. She said, thankfully, not coming back. So if she is, yes. Why y'all? And even when she's not there, y'all kept talking about her. So you could tell the season wasn't much. It wasn't much until Winter came along. And they used that as a scapegoat to turn to her, to make her the villain, to get people to like her. But actuality, most people like her. That's the gag is. In actuality, more people like her, not dislike her. And that's what makes her upset about it. And now they had to go they doing all overtime, overdrive to make this girl look like she's a liar. Or she's in trouble. She's the villain. So remove the villain and see who will happen next season. Or she can move herself. Maybe that's what she said. She's going to move herself. They could not come back. And she's supposed to be going live. I don't know if she's going live. Y'all let me know. If she did, y'all tag me in it and I'll watch it. But well, that's that. That was DC, y'all. Well, that's good. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I gave you 4 shows and everything. Next Sunday, don't forget, we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're gonna talk about Love and Marriage DC. The second part of the reunion, we're gonna talk about Dubai and Bell Collective. If y'all want to come in and give your opinions, I am opening it up for some of y'all to come in. I did this a couple of times. People ask me, but when I do it, nobody come on. So I'll ask it again. If y'all want to come in, y'all let me know. And we will do it. And instead of me talking all the time, y'all can give your opinions and we can have a conversation. But you have to watch the shows to give a conversation, y'all. And if you haven't, you can still comment. And that's what it is. And everything. And then this Sunday tonight, not tomorrow, tonight, I am doing my P-Valley review around 10-ish, 10 o'clock. After the panel. So after the panel, come straight back to it, to my channel. We're going to do the live with P-Valley because I'm not doing it tomorrow because it's supposed to be thunderstorming tomorrow all day in New York and not chancing it by doing live tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. Please share it out. Let people know about me. I appreciate y'all. It is a panel tonight. It's not much topics, but it's some interesting stuff like that. And I think I might do some every now and then spots, videos, or some things. Because I know I did the Are You Serious videos, but whatever. So I might just do some random videos. Just post it out there, whatever. Because especially this little young boy that posted about come and see me. I'm in my house in 5 minutes and then got killed. Like, that was a dumbass thing. I was like, what is y'all figure? You know what? Maybe tomorrow you might put that in your little panel tonight because that was dumb as hell. Announce your freaking being in the house and then your ops came to your house and killed you. Like, that was like, y'all stop it. Stop it. Your location and everything. Like, why are we doing that? You will be hard. And now you can't live. A young boy as that. want to come on to social media and announce you're going to be home in 5 minutes. You want to come see me in my house. They know your location and they answer your prayers. That's a little rant. Because I saw that and I was saying, why? Why do that? So that might be a little video I might do. A little commentary about that. Because I was so dumb as hell. Yes. It's a Twitter thing. If y'all in my Discord after I get off of this, I might just watch some of the things and we might discuss it. And I gotta get something to eat and I'm not going out. I'm gonna order my food. But yeah, it was just dumb as hell. It's on Instagram or Twitter. Young boy announced that his ops could come find him. He gonna be home in 5 minutes. Time, location, and everything. And they came him and now he's 6 feet under. Now he's not living anymore. I swear. Follow suit. You talk about it. Yes, I'll definitely probably do a little short video of it. But yes, I appreciate everyone. Please don't forget around 10 o'clock, if y'all around, I don't care if it's like at least 1 or 2 people, I'm still going to do my live review. Hope y'all all coming. Like, it's a high after the panel, so you can come through. It's Sunday night. No people ain't going to work tomorrow yet. But it's not. Come see the P Valley tonight. It's not tomorrow and everything. And just joy. Hope you have a rest of the week. And have a good time. This Thursday, don't forget, this Thursday I am be home. So we're going to do Thursday night is a movie night. So we will watch a Beyonce Big Homecoming around 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And then that will lead into the midnight where we're going to listen to her new album and have a discussion about that. And then I will do a separate album review video of my thoughts of the album. And I will post it up there so y'all can give me a commentary. Yes. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Every y'all coming in. Renee Boo, thank you for everything, for sharing my content and everything. J-Dog, CM, Auntie Momo coming in. Dominique. Live a Life who came in for a little bit. Appreciate all of y'all. JW. Love y'all. See y'all in the panel tonight. All right. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy. Be safe. See y'all later. Peace out.